What's going on, guys? Devin here, back with Paramount Trading. Another video for you today. Traded 4 stocks. We had Facebook, Netflix, NVDA, and Tesla. Here's my summary. I was green on 2 of them. Pretty decent win on Tesla here, NVIDIA. And then took 2 hits here on Netflix and Facebook. And the key today is the 2 trades that worked had a greater risk reward. And I planned those trades out. Those were 2 trades planned before the market opened. And then the 2 that I lost on were just kind of, impulse buys maybe. They had a setup there, but not as thought out as the other 2 and not as good of a risk reward. So I'm happy, I took 50% win rate today and I'm still green on the day. So that's big improvement from what I've been doing lately, especially from yesterday. So I have everything recorded today. Let me go ahead and pull that up and we'll go over it. So I was watching Tesla out of the gate. It was looking pretty weak in the morning. 5 was crossing through the 20, the EMAs on the 5-minute, or on the hourly, I'm sorry. And, this isn't really propped up by the market at all. So I wanted to see a retest in this 231 level, and I was going to take puts there for the move lower. So let's see what happens here. All right, so this is really unfortunate, actually. So we come up to this 231 level. I grab my first one there. I just grab it on the ask. Just want to make sure I get filled. About 20-cent spread. That's all right. I'm all right with that. I got one. I can go risk to $1.50. There's plenty of room here if we go up to yesterday's close or so. So, okay, I'm looking. I'm going to add the next one. Oh, it goes lower. 257. I click buy right as the ask jumps to 296 and it jumps down. So that felt really bad. So I got filled there at 296 instead of 258. And that kind of killed my average, as you can see here. Now my average is 273 rather than down at 260 or so. So that's unfortunate, but stops at 223 here. So I'm still in a good spot here. It didn't really kill the trade or anything. So I'm waiting. I want to see it come down to different levels here. Have the level 2 open, time to sales. I can kind of get an idea on what levels people are holding, where the orders are going through at. So I'm watching it. It's coming down here towards, we're in the $3 range, up 30 bucks or so on the contract. Just cannot get above that 231 level, being held under view app. See, I added NVIDIA there. I believe I show that one. All right, so it was holding this 229.50 level. You'll see here on the bid, whenever we get to that level, people are always propping it back up. Just kept bouncing off that 229.54, 51. People are popping up over 50, trying to keep it above that for the move back higher. Seeing a decent amount of red, so I want to see a lot of selling going through that level, definitely. 51, just couldn't get over to get through it again. Come back up, it's just bouncing around. Once we see that break of 50, we're going to see a nice move to the downside. That's what I'm expecting. Finally, we go through 50. It's a good sign. Weakness, people are going to be a lot more selling, popping up. It tries getting some buying coming in. We're now at the lows. And as we're breaking, just red, 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 everything going through. And I'm still holding the contracts. We're at 345, my 273 entry. And I'm still holding on, so that's good. Just checking the different levels. We have a kind of a level here at 229 that it could be holding. A few levels on the way down. Not sure if I go to sell one here as we go through. So we're dropping more and more and more. It looks like as we're flushing through this, I want to get out. When we're at 370, we flash under. Bounces up a little bit. NVIDIA call there. I'm not sure if I showed in the video. I'll go over that with on the chart. So we start coming back up here. I still have my 2 contracts. I'm thinking that we have a lot higher volume here. This might be the bottom around this level. Not sure if I get out of one contract here, just play a little safe. I have my contract at 340, 330, put it back at 340 again. I think I fill at 335. It was an early sell. It flashes through. We're already down to 355 again. That's that's all right. I get, it is selling early, I'd say. It was showing signs that it was holding a little bit. Doji there near the bottom, higher volume. At least I know at this point I locked in about 60 bucks or so. So I would let it go $50 the most against me here at 223, and I'd still be green on the trade. So I can let this one run for a little bit longer. So we're at the next level here. My target's kind of around here, 227.40, or final would be 225.17 on the bottom here. Contracts are up at $4 now. We have this ascending support line here, so potentially 226 could be a target. So I'm waiting, I'm watching to see what it does here. Come down, we're at $4 on the contracts. Coming down to this 227.40 level. I think I take off the last contract here. Yeah, we flash into it, so I'm trying to get out because I don't know if that's going to be the bottom there. I have my order at 410. Trying to get one more push up to sell the last contract. Pretty nice gain here in the money. Oh, and there we go. We move up, and it gets filled at 405. So that was a solid win on that, up $196 on that one. I also jumped in Facebook here. I'll pull that over. Facebook was coming up to like a double, triple, quadruple top here. I'm not sure. This is one I didn't really play on. I saw Facebook coming up after a dip in the morning into these levels. The market was looking strong, but the market was also coming into some resistance as well. So I had 5 contracts here at 70 cents. So, I'm risking until if this goes to 50 cents, right at just around 50, 49, I'm going to stop out. And if it was to reverse, this would be the spot. So not planned out as well as I'd like. We're at 51, 47. I usually don't like to sell immediately into the flush, so see what happens, and then I just take it there. It didn't kind of jump back down. So that's unfortunate. I lost 100 bucks there, 120 I think, 123 on that one. I don't know. I don't think that was that good seeing pre-market. We came to sell when it was bought up immediately. With the stronger market, it probably wasn't the right thing to be taking puts there. Let's see if there's any other trade. Right, so I'm watching Netflix here. Netflix makes a huge move, up $4 in like 10 minutes, just flying up in these candles here, above this 357.65 level, which is also a level on the daily. So I want to wait for it to come back down here, and I'm gonna grab calls for the move back higher. The market was picking up, breaking out. I want to see this retest and then the move back up. So I'm waiting for my entry. I don't want to buy up towards the top here. And really unfortunate with this one. I'll show you what happens here. So we're going up, pushing up. I'm waiting for it to jump back down. It just keeps surging to 359. Thinking maybe I'm gonna take puts here at 360. It doesn't get up there, so I'm like, all right, we're gonna try to buy for this retest here. So I got in at 228. Let's see. It was at 358. That's not a horrible entry. It's about 30 cents above the level. It's really high above the breakout here in VWAP. I could have definitely let it come down more before entering. That's kind of what hurt me here on this trade. So I'm waiting. We dip down like right here. This would have been people taking profits off this big move. This would have been the buy here, right around 210, $2. That would have been the better buy rather than in the same 5-minute candle. So we know it's probably gonna be some profit taking after that kind of move. So we're watching, it comes back up. Double tops here, I'm thinking, but that's not really the move I'm looking for. I'm looking for the bigger move. I know the market has power today. So my stop here is at 178. If we get below that, I just have to sell. I can't lose anymore. I was trying to hold this level. It's right there at 184. Trying to hold, bouncing around. All right, so it looks like this holding this level is holding 34, I believe, on the bid here. People are propping it up. It finally goes through, which is a bad sign. So I'm thinking, okay, this might be a little bit weaker. We might actually see a larger retest, which I can't afford to be a part of. So we're down there at 179. It's like right on where I stop out. And we go through and I just have to stop out. So, it's lower volume. It could easily come down to the pivot, kind of the high after the market opened, VWAP, and it would still be valid. But because of my entry that was a little bit higher up here, I can't afford to sit through that, unfortunately. So that's kind of what happened here with Netflix. Let me show you on the actual chart what ended up happening. So if you see Tesla here, Tesla actually ended up coming back down all the way down to 226.50 here. I left a lot of profit on the table there, unfortunately. I still made 200 or so that's not horrible. Netflix is way up here, so these 360 calls that I was a part of. Let me make that a little bit bigger here. Yeah, so I bought them here at 228 rather than getting an entry here around $2 or so. And yeah, we went to a low 162. And if I bought them at $2, my stop would have been about 150, 160. I still would have been in this trade. And we made all the way up to about 470 here in this push. So that definitely would have been awesome. Really nice move all the way up there. Major mistake on this one was just the entry. I needed to have some more patience to be able to wait for it to come down, hold through it for the move back higher. That was really the main mistake there. I also traded NVDA that you saw. So if you go to the 30-minute here, we've been kind of in this descending triangle pattern or so, and I wanted to buy into, it broke above it in the pre-market. So I saw that there was big power in this today for it to break to the upside. So as we dipped into this 157.78 level, that's where I was taking calls. Let me bring it up here. It was the NVIDIA 165 calls. So I got a pretty good exit if we go to the 1 minute here. Now we're actually making higher highs. I definitely could have rebought. Definitely some opportunity there. Let me go to the 1 minute. All right, so I was buying them at 936. We came down, tested. I was just making sure we had support, and then once we started heading back up, that's when I decided to buy them after we confirmed that we were holding this level. So I bought them around 321, and then once we came up to this 160 level, pre-market levels or so, I was selling them around $4. So about 80 cents per contract, 80 bucks, $160 for the trade. A pretty nice move, it finally now is breaking out after consolidating here. Definitely could have had another entry for a flag break around here for the move back higher to potentially up to 162 today. So we'll see. Let's see where that goes. I had patience with this trade. I let it show me that I had confirmation before jumping in, and I was selling. Wasn't selling anywhere in here near VWAP. I waited, and all the way up to 160. So I'm happy at that trade. I could have had another entry, but other than that, I'd say NVIDIA was pretty solid today. If I go back to, let's see, Tesla. It's in the 230 puts. Let's see what they ended up doing today. So yeah, as you can see, Tesla actually made, wow, a huge retracement here. Up about 1.5%. Since I was buying them here, could have had a better entry. We saw with the ask jumped up, but sold the first one. It was early here, it really was at 337. I was still in consolidation here. Just I get I really want to lock in these profits. I'm really trying to train myself to hold on to these, let them run. And even selling early, I had a decent profit. I was able to hold the last one up until 950. So a pretty nice sell. If I had three contracts in this trade, I potentially, one, two, three towards the bottom here as we got to this $half mark above the level there. But I'm fairly happy with this trade. A little bit more patience with the selling would have been nice. More towards the level here. Could have gotten squeezed a little bit more out of it. But fairly happy with that. NVIDIA and Tesla were the ones that I was really watching in the morning, and those were the solid trades. Netflix, we're all the way up here now. I really knew this thing was gonna, with the market just being so strong today. The SPY just cranking out highs here, just straight up 1%. That's massive, and it was around this consolidation here that I was watching Netflix, and it did what I wanted to do. I was right, and I lost money just because of my entry. Facebook, just got above that level and just chopped around. More of an impulse kind of buy today. I saw this level, and I want to take it off that, but not horrible. I stopped out for 1R, didn't let it go all the way against me. So definitely some improvement across the board today. Um, yeah, it's pretty much going to wrap it up. Finishing the day up 107. So another green day. Looking to finish the month of May green. So yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you thought, what you traded today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.